are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogreboy, and I'm going to be doing my ranking of Walt Disney Animation Studios' Golden Era. So these are the movies that came out from 1937 to 1942, starting with Snow White, the very first Disney animation movie, and everything. So for this era, I'm just doing 5 movies and everything. Each era has a certain amount of movies and everything over a certain amount of times and everything, and there's multiple eras of Disney and everything, but this is the very first one. I thought I'd go through each era and rank them before I do my ultimate ranking, where I rank all 62 movies together. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Coming in at number 5 is Dumbo. This is one of those movies that I really loved as a kid, and I still really do like this one quite a bit. I think it's got some really beautiful animation, and it has some really beautiful moments, especially the baby mine scene. That scene is just absolutely beautiful and everything. And when Dumbo finally learns how to fly and stuff, it's really fun and satisfying moment and stuff. But like this just is not one of my absolute favorite Disney movies. It never has been, but it's always been one that I've always enjoyed, and I think I appreciate it a little bit more now than I used to and stuff. There are things about it that haven't aged as well and everything, like the crows and stuff, but I do love their song when I see an elephant fly. I think that song is very, very catchy and everything, and I do love like a lot of moments in here. The pink elephants on parade sequence especially. But yeah, so Dumbo is number 5, and number 4 is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Now, we wouldn't have any Disney movies without this one. This is the one that started it all, and it is an absolute masterpiece classic. And pretty much all of these movies in this era are masterpiece classics to me. But this one is one that I've always really loved and everything. And it was really kind of hard to rank these movies and stuff because I grew up with all of them and everything. And this one is one that I watched the most as a kid. I absolutely love Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The dwarfs are just all lovable characters and everything. As a kid, I hated Grumpy. Now I totally relate to him and stuff. I always liked Dopey more as a kid and everything, but he's just adorable and funny, and the music in here is great. I love the songs, and it's just a really great introduction to the Disney formula and a great animated movie, and one of the most important animated movies of all time and everything. So I absolutely love this movie. So Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is number 4, and number 3 is Bambi. This is another one that, like most kids, I grew up with this movie. I watched it on VHS all the time and everything. This was my grandma's favorite movie and everything. I remember watching it with her. I don't have a lot of memories of watching movies with her because she died when I was really young, but this is one of the few movies that we watched together that I remembered, and she had a little toy set of Bambi toys and stuff because, like I said, it was her favorite movie and everything, and when she passed away, I inherited those toys and played with them for many years to come and everything, and I watched this movie a lot throughout the years and everything, and it's one that I love just as much now as I did as a kid. I think it's a really beautiful animated movie with great storytelling, a lot of great moments, and really lovable characters, especially Flower the skunk. I don't know why, I just always have loved him and everything. I think he's adorable and at times amusing and stuff, and I love like the Twitter-pated joke that when Al is telling them about being Twitter-pated and everything, and then they meet the girls and everything, and it's just really fun, subtle adult jokes in there, and it's a really fun movie and everything, but it also has some really heartbreaking moments and stuff. The movie is known for the death of Bambi's mom, and it's very, very sad and everything. I feel like Bambi 2 kind of fleshes that out a little bit more, which is one of the rare direct-to-video cheapos that actually kind of improves the original a little bit more. but I do really like this one quite a bit. And I really have always liked Bambi quite a bit. So it's number 3, and number 2 is Pinocchio. Now I really like this movie a lot too. I grew up on Pinocchio. It was possibly the very first Disney movie I ever actually even remember watching. I think it might be the very first one that I ever saw, and everything. And I've just loved it ever since. And I almost put it at number 1 and everything, but I do feel like my number 1 spot is a better movie in a lot of ways. But this is just a really great adaptation of the Pinocchio story. I love Jiminy Cricket. The music in here is amazing, especially the iconic When You Wish Upon a Star, which is the Disney theme song and everything. And it's just one of those movies that every time I watch it, I always find enjoyment out of it. And seeing Pinocchio become a real boy at the end of it is one of the most satisfying things that, as far as Disney endings go and stuff and everything. The entire movie built up to that, and when he finally gets to be a real boy, you actually feel excited for him and all that. And it has some really great moments with Monstro and him getting into all kinds of different dangerous situations and going to Pleasure Island, which is a crazy scene with the one kid turning into a donkey and all that. And this movie just is, it's a really great movie. I absolutely love Pinocchio. So it's number 2. And my number 1 favorite Disney animation studio movie of their golden era is Fantasia. This movie is a spectacle masterpiece. I absolutely love this movie. It's one of those movies that, like most people when they were kids, probably did not get into this one. I always thought this movie had some fun moments and stuff, but there were parts in it that I thought were boring and stuff and everything. But rewatching it now and everything, I love the movie. The classical music with the paired with the animation is just brilliantly done and everything, and it's just a very beautiful movie and everything. They don't really make Disney movies like this anymore. They attempted to do a sequel to it back in 2000, and it just didn't hit with the modern day audience, unfortunately. But I feel like this movie is absolutely a masterpiece, one of Disney's best movies ever and everything. That the animation is just absolutely gorgeous, the music is great, and it's just a really great movie, and it has so many great segments and stuff. Night on Bald Mountain is a great way to end it, but there were so many great ones. The Rite of Spring, the one with the dinosaurs, the Sorcerer's Apprentice with Mickey Mouse is iconic and everything, one of Mickey's most iconic appearances, and it's a really beautiful movie and a technical masterpiece that is still just as beautiful today as it was back then. And it's really a really great movie and everything, and it's easily my favorite from then and everything. So anyway, let me know in the comments how you would rank these movies. What are your favorite movies from this era of Disney? Do you even like movies from this era? I know a lot of people kind of disregard Disney movies from before The Little Mermaid, it seems like, and I don't think that's fair, because I think Disney Animation Studios have had some amazing movies throughout the decades and stuff, and this first 5 years of Disney was really great and everything, and they're all great masterpieces and everything. Like I said, I think they're all great movies. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of this ranking and what your ranking is. If you don't want to do a full ranking, just tell me your favorite of that era, or if you want, tell me your favorite and least favorite. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.